I think Tom
The
Felton's
Malfoy
really
stuff
good
is
in that one.
great. The thing, and I
That
like
one gets
the
Dumbledore right.
Horcrux backstory.
Yeah, I like that stuff. I like Dumbledore in that one a lot. And then Noah, because Noah, you've seen the first 5.
Yeah.
A big highlight of 6 is that's the one that Jim Broadbent's in, and he's great.
Okay, cool.
Assuming you know who that is.
Yeah, I know who Jim Broadbent is.
Yeah, he's really good in that movie.
Yeah, that's another great character actor.
Oh yeah, I just rewatched Hot Fuzz the other day. I was like, "Fuck, man! Like this is really a big who's who of British character actors." Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that stuff. Because I mean, I don't want to get it too deep into spoilers. I'm sure Noah's knows some of them.
They're like a decade old at this point.
I know that Dumbledore dies.
The emotional stuff is handled. It's just there's a bit more action.
But that's okay, because I think Deathly Hallows is almost a perfect adaptation.
It's great.
So they made up for it. The biggest problem with Deathly Hallows is just it pretends that stuff from the previous books was in the movies.
Yes.
Like, I hope you've read the books or you're not going to give a fuck about Dobby.
Claire, the call's coming from inside the house.
Sherry, all right?
What's your favorite scary movie, Claire?
Well, you bastard, if you hurt her.
The Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Oh God.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you now.
If you just hadn't dropped that fucking thing, I could let you.
It's no one's answer.
So as we established, this kid is an evil turncoat.
Don't worry, Sherry.
I think.
It'll be all over soon.
Did we establish this? I must not have been here.
I'm pretty sure this kid is evil.
I don't know. But you're gonna play as her now.
This just turns into the opening from The Last of Us.
Oh no.
Oh God. That's the scariest thing in this game. No, put it away.
It's just Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, don't, kid, there's drugs in there. Don't mess with that. Which one is, the rabbits have the... Tell me about the rabbits.
Yeah, tell me about the rabbits. Little pig, let me in.
I love how elaborate this is for an orphanage.
Yeah, I guess fuck those orphans. They don't need shit.
When did this game come out again?
2019? The remake, you mean? Or
yeah, the remake.
Yeah, it's like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pre-com. And that it kind of kicked off
I remember
this wave of new remakes.
Because, I don't think this is aged poorly, but just looking at some of the cutscene animations, it's aged a little bit more than I've expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it still looks good.
Do you want to read?
I guess, yeah. Wednesdays are perfectly great because we get snacks and ice cream. I hate the last place I was at. The teachers were all meanies. It was just study, and there was no ice cream. I love it here.
This kid needs to sort out their priorities.
I don't know. I think they have good priorities.
Before they get expelled or killed or worse, expelled.
There was an important rule made today. Everyone must write a diary, get health checkups, and we ain't allowed outside by ourselves. It's good we don't have to go to school. I don't want to get picked on for my old clothes, especially not by a guy that used to wear them.
Oh, their writing sucks.
The orphanage director is coming today, so I'm gonna wear my most favoritist checkered blue outfit. The director is tall. The director has a mustache. The director is a policeman.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun.
A tall mustache policeman. That's what we know.
Walked into an orphanage. Those aren't stairs, child.
No, I don't necessarily agree with it having like aged. I would say it's more it's stylized.
The
Yeah.
first, the cutscene we opened on the game, I was actually impressed. I was like, oh my god, this looks really good.
I don't want to say. I'm not trying to say it looks bad. I just like.
Mm.
I think something like, if this came out in 2018, something like Red Dead Redemption 2, I think still looks good, or that looks better than this. But they
Red
both
Dead
look
Redemption 2 is also going for more hyper realism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It
going
probably
for a
had a
very
bigger budget, too.
stylized.
Yeah. Yeah, not trying to criticize it, just like it surprised me how
We all
Yeah.
know that you were like, this is the worst game ever made.
I hate this game. Do you want to do it? Okay.
It's been 2 months since I sent that letter to Oliver and Company, and all I've gotten back is nada. Zip. Zilch. Then again, they're all like that once they get adopted, bitch. That he's living like a king in some fancy folk home and forgotten all about us. These kids are really full of themselves. Really thought Oliver was different, that he'd be my friend for life. Idiot. Guess I'm just a fool. Yep.
You're such venom. You hate this character. Venom.
February 8th. Anne sat the little kids down and told them a story today. She said, all the kids that get adopted and turned into food for the boogeyman. She's
Oh.
That's why no one hears from them over again. I prefer the Ugly Barnacle story. Not sure where she gets her ideas from, but she's sure got a mind for writing trashy horror novels. Heyo. February 13th. There's something weird going on around here, and it's not just because of Anne's stories, bitch. Don't get me wrong, I've been in worse places, and this place is funded by some big drunk company. But why can't we call people or go outside? Why are there so many doctors around? What's with those shots every day? It's almost like we're being hunted and killed. I'm getting adopted. Me. Fuck those other kids. Most people go for younger kids, so I figured I was too old. But I can't say I'm not a little happy. Who am I kidding? I'm totally psyched. Yo, I say goodbye to this place on the 20th. I'm gonna try my best to be a good son. Oh, there's a boy. Someone my new mom and pop can be proud of.
Would you think it was the girl we were playing as?
I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oliver came back in the middle of the night, all messed up, screaming, help me and stuff. I didn't even recognize him at first. His face is all peeling and melted off. He's with the teachers and doctors now. It's just a skin thing, they said. He'll get better soon, and then we can go on an adventure together again.
We're going on an adventure.
I love that Robert keeps getting the like really long documents.
Take that, Robert.
That's what you get for not sticking to the script, Robert.
No, I got the gender right at the end.
It's him.
I think you overcompensated, though. Just imagine this mustached man getting adopted. Okay, here we go. If you are reading this, go call police. Boogeyman's here, eating everybody. Bubby. Many bark boogeyman's here. This is the way I write. Helk, they're coming. Helk me, mommy. That's actually pretty disturbing.
And then at the end it just says, They wouldn't write OG. They just say it. Well, I must have died while writing it. Oh, hey, there's a body.
Just don't touch that.
Touch.
No.
Yeah, get longer arms, dingus.
I told
Why don't you have
this.
Mr. Fantastic powers, idiot?
You need to learn to listen.
Leave me alone.
Oh,
Just
get out of here,
please.
Time to
creepy
teach some
Paul
manners.
Giamatti looking guy.
I was trying to think who he looked
Oh
like.
no,
He,
now he's
he does look like
Two-Face.
that. Oh, Paul Giamatti's Two-Face.
Ah, you little shit.
Imagine if that happened
God,
in
yeah.
Liar Liar.
Now I feel blue. Dabba dee dabba die.
Who die?
You are gonna be so fucking sorry.
No, we got like one close up on his face. I was like, oh, that looks kind of like Paul Giamatti.
This is a deleted scene from the holdovers.
Yeah, I still need to see that. It's finally
Oh, it's good. It's a great Christmas movie.
Cute.
It
Yeah, I was gonna get to it last year, and I just didn't have time.
was probably my
Missed it.
favorite movie of last year.
Oh, cool.
Honestly, yeah. No, I really liked it. Have you guys been doing anything Christmassy this month, or no?
You
Decorating.
mean just in
watching...
general or for the channel?
It's all over.
Either for the channel or for in general, or
I
anything.
mean, we watched Anna and the Apocalypse.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's
a good movie. I remember Anna and the Apocalypse.
I know you're in here. The
That's a good
longer
movie.
It takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be.
Wow, this is the most fucked up version of the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park I've ever seen.
He's honestly scarier than a velociraptor.
This is true.
I mean, when you find his journal about what he does to people,
Oh god.
yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Actually,
no,
a few
look-
Bitches gotta be.
so a few days ago, I watched Jingle All the Way for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It is.
It's.
I feel
I
like
figured I should
That's a
finally
movie
watch
just-
it.
You had to be there.
Oh
Yeah, I think yeah, I think I probably would have had fondness for it if I grew up with it, but I figured I'd finally watch it because I love Arnold and it's a Christmas
Man.
movie,
Please.
and I had
Oh, man.
Trouble Man,
Jamie.
Jamie. I love at the end how Jamie doesn't recognize his father's very distinct voice.
And then the mom doesn't recognize him either. Like,
Oh,
what
he's
the
got a
fuck?
Turbo Man also has a thick Austrian accent.
Now, this is a question to both you guys. If it's anybody else in that movie besides Arnold, do you think it has the same nostalgia that it? Okay. No,
I mean,
your
there's,
take.
there's something really amusing about Arnold playing the typical
Right.
like movie like bad dad, like busy father
The
character.
90s dad.
The 90s
Yeah.
dad, yeah.
Because,
But
well,
it's kind of like in not exactly the same thing, but in Total Recall, I think in the original
Yeah.
story he's like an office worker or
everyman.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they change it in the movie.
Yeah, to being a construction worker, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because the big thing one of the big things people point to with Jingle All the Way who don't like it are like, oh, that movie sucks. Arnold's so miscast. I'm like, yeah, but that's the interesting thing of.
That's
what
kind
makes it
of
stand out.
that's one of the funny parts.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I need to be there for my son. I missed his karate class.
It's gotta be in the Phantom Menace.
Oh god, remember The Shining?
Oh,
I do, yes. And he's got a rivalry with Phil Hartman too, and it's.
Well, and Phil Hartman's like legitimate.
Okay, this is legitimately messed up.
Oh. Game over, man.
Now you're in trouble.
Let me go.
Hello.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Get him.
Yeah. Oh my god, the monsters are the good guys.
I don't really know much about Paul Giamatti in this game, but whatever he did, he deserved it.
30 minutes earlier.
Good to see you again, Claire. We've got
What I've learned is that humanity are the real monsters.
What are you talking about?
Don't waste my fucking time.
Do you remember the scene in this game where Claire puts down the phone and says, "Now we're the monsters"?
What do you need it for?
You want the girl to die?
Fine. Where are you?
The orphanage.
The orphan.
And I also rewatched Lethal
Where is
Weapon,
that?
In the neighborhood. We'll
I
find
still
just
see it.
because
Sherry,
you haven't seen Lethal Weapon.
Whoop.
for now.
Wow,
I should finally do that one.
Bastard, if you hurt
it's
her.
it's a great movie.
I need to watch
Are
it.
you serious?
Or
It's really
rewatch
good.
it.
Damn
Oh
it.
yeah, because we watched it one time, but we couldn't really
Somebody
pay
was
attention.
talking over it.
Someone was talking over it. No, I recommend it.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
I mean I have it on Blu-ray. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
It is
Uh,
the movie that defined the buddy cop genre, going forward after that. Yeah, you doubt me?
I mean, 48 hours.
Oh,
That's
right, and
pretty
I
big one.
I still need to see that.
That's a good movie. Like
Um,
Guilty and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah. No, I still need to see that.
But Lethal
Um,
Weapon's
Oh,
like the
here it
really
is.
big one that has tons of kind of copycats after.
Oh, here it is.
Sure. Whoop,
Uh-oh.
here it is. Oh wait, whose turn is it?
I think it's yours.
Pick,
Fuck, I don't
somebody
wanna read
pick.
White-tailed deer, male, approximately 6 years old. Place of capture: Arklay Mountains. Length 6'1", weight 353 pounds. What?
Keep going.
Pleased with how it turned out, but I'm getting tired of working on those puny things. Maybe time to move on to more challenging animals. Siberian tiger, male, approximately 4 years. Place of capture. Oh, it's Klingon.
You captured it on Kronos.
Wait. 529 pounds. Oh god, I nearly came when I sliced its yellow belly open. Its warm guts spilled out. I still smell of wild beast. This is life.
It's already disturbing.
Pig. The Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah.
Email.
2022 or whatever. Whenever it came out.
Place of capture: Raccoon City. Length 5'3", weight 110 pounds. The specimen's body is soft, sweet, and white all over. What? All it's mine, forever.
It's not gonna say human, is it? Okay.
Oh, that's it.
So
I thought it was gonna keep
It wasn't
going and
too
then escalate to like human.
okay, so for those that didn't put it together from that, the pig was that girl on the table in the orphanage.
Oh, so it is.
Chief Irons has went from doing taxidermy on animals to people.
Oh, that's not as bad as I was picturing.
You're
gonna start defending him.
It's art.
It's the projectionist again.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
No.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon I should prioritize getting to this year.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the sequels, or have you just seen the first one?
I've seen two, which I remember liking more than the first one, actually.
Ooh, hot take.
Yeah, the first two.
Here
and
it
I
is.
haven't seen 3 and 4, but the first two, they're much darker. I think from what I've seen, the third and fourth one
I
lean
know
more
by
into the comedy.
4 they get pretty. I know by 4.
Yeah, but 2 it does a good job like balancing it, because that's also where they introduced Joe Pesci, but he's not like the third member of the trio like he is in 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No,
But
are
no,
they
I
still
mean,
doing
Riggs
that,
and
like, decades
Murtaugh.
later sequel?
What's that?
Are they still doing that like decades later sequel?
Probably
Um,
not. That was being talked about for a minute, and then Richard Donner died, and we haven't heard
Yeah.
anything since.
Well, no, since then, and I don't know if it's officially confirmed, but I think Mel Gibson said that he would direct it now that Richard Donner's passed away, but
Okay.
the
Yeah,
project's made no real progress since then.
I mean, that's not saying it should or shouldn't happen. That's probably the most likely scenario. It probably has to be something that Mel Gibson pushes, because I
Yeah.
don't. Given his, let's say, divisive reputation, that's not something people are going to be as quick to jump on the, here's an IP we can scoop up and do a
Right.
decades sequel to. There's a little more of the factor, but if he pushes it, then it might happen.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd still probably watch it.
Yeah,
I really
I'd
like those
watch that.
first two movies.
And before somebody corrects me, I know Eddie Murphy doesn't play a cop in 48 Hours, but it is the real start of that buddy formula.
Oh, okay. See, there you
It
go.
is a cop.
No,
It is
no.
a cop.
Now that you said that, it is Lethal Weapon because they're both cops.
But well, okay.
Do you even know what? Okay, but arguably,
Blazing
Lethal
Saddles.
Weapon is way more like
Blazing Saddles.
influential.
You know, so what I was saying earlier is like
first one to
Lethal
get sequelized. Yeah.
Lethal Weapon didn't invent the genre. It
Right. Yeah.
it kind of it made it really popular. It defined it going forward.
Yeah. And a ton of knockoffs.
Robert's just being
Right.
a hipster. Well, it wasn't actually Lethal Weapon, you know. It was this 48 Hours movie that nobody talks about.
Well, okay. Well, that's bullshit. That's a
Talk about it.
And I mean, of course, Blazing Saddles, we can all agree, is a cop.
I mean, it's the
Yeah,
best. It's the
Eh.
best buddy cop comedy.
But is that a buddy cop movie? Because
Yeah, because he deputizes him.
yeah, but the whole movie isn't really focused on them as a duo.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
it's-
That's a
what?
pretty big part of it.
That's
It's a
big
part of it,
that
but it's not.
movie.
They're not like working together every scene.
They're working together like 75% of that movie.
I think it's kind of a stretch to call that a buddy cop movie.
Y'all ready to
I
go
don't
get
know.
a new gun?
Yeah.
Girl.
I also need to watch Blazing Saddles again. I've only seen it a couple times. It is very good.
I love Blazing Saddles.
It's so good.
It's my favorite Western.
Would you also say it's your favorite comedy?
I'm torn because it's that or Ghostbusters.
Both good choices.
Oh Jesus!
Ah,
I think maybe my favorite comedy is probably Hot Fuzz.
that's great. I mean, that whole trilogy is all some of my favorite movies.
Austin or Noah doesn't even like the best of that trilogy. It's a shame.
No, The World's End is good too.
The World's End.
That's
Shaun
the
of
best
Dead.
of the trilogy.
That trilogy peaks with Shaun of the Dead.
Peaks
They're
at
all
the
great.
beginning. Yeah, I mean,
Hot Fuzz
all-
is the best script of the three.
Yeah, but
Hot
Shaun
Fuzz
of
is
the
Shaun
Dead
of
is
the
a
Dead's
better
arguably
movie.
the funniest.
Hot Fuzz is the funniest.
Hot Fuzz is like a technical masterpiece.
Yes.
But Shaun of the Dead's also great.
Shaun of the Dead and The World's End do a better job balancing the character stuff and the emotions and the comedy than Hot Fuzz does. But I'm not much of a zombie
Oh,
person,
sweet
which is
Jesus!
Oh,
Which is
Jesus.
why
Oh,
it's
holy.
my-
Jesus,
Oh my
goddamn.
God.
You can keep the
Holy
knife.
jumping Jesus Christmas shit.
Gee, as I say, I'm not much of a zombie person, and a bunch of zombies are there.
Zombies.
So that's why I
It
prefer
goes
The World's End.
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and then World's End is fine, I guess. I need to rewatch
World's
that one.
End.
That's the
World's
black
End for me
sheep.
is the most. Well, for me, it's the most resonant. I think it's the most emotional of the three.
Yes.
And Simon Pegg, so good.
I think that's his best performance of the trilogy.
Probably of his
Oh, really?
career. Like he's
Yes,
phenomenal.
yeah. No,
I
I really
admittedly,
like
I
the.
said, I've only seen it once, so like.
Yeah, give it another try. His character in that is one of my favorite characters in that trilogy.
For me personally, it's the most quotable. All his dialogue, and it's just so good. I love the Musketeers monologue.
Monologue.
Let's boo boo.
Alright, let's go get that gun.
You do realize The Three Musketeers is a fiction, right? Written by Alexander Dumas. You know, people are saying that about the Bible these days. What, that
That
it was
is a
written by Alexander
fiction written
Dumas?
by Alexander Dumas. Don't be daft. It was written by Jesus.
Jesus.
That's great. Oh, that movie's so
Ah,
good.
crap.
Like, so I do think Shaun of the Dead's probably the funniest of the three. Just for me personally, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good ones.
I'd say Hot Fuzz is the funniest.
It's funny too.
More. I don't think the movie where the main character is forced to kill his mom is the funniest one.
It's a bit of a lark.
Spoilers.
And Timothy Dalton's so good in Hot Fuzz. Just every time he's on screen.
Lock me.
I forgot
I'm a
he's-
slasher. I must be stopped.
Maybe struck. Can't be struck from the shoulders. Oh, hi. Ow. Stop it.
Ah.
No!
And then Pierce Brosnan is in The World's End.
Yes. If they ever make another one, you got.
They have to make a fourth one.
Craig.
Yeah, with Daniel Craig. They have to retroactively put Roger Moore in
Oh
Shaun of the
no.
Dead.
No, they do that in a
CGI him in. They'll digitally replace Bill Nye with Roger Moore.
prequel.
No, I'd like them to do a fourth one, but I don't need it.
Oh no, I don't actually want to. Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. To my bestest stars buds.
Honest and besties.
how how are you all doing in that drab old station? Hanging in there against old irons? Me? I just got back from a date with a hot chick. Bet you can guess what we got up to under her extra large umbrella. Europe is amazing. 1 month is no way. Sorry, 1 month is in no way enough to scratch the
You can't get
surface.
through it.
Maybe I'll extend my vacation for another 6 months. Barry, don't even think of coming to join me. Wouldn't want to make all cute girls cry, yeah? So you just leave the babes to me.
Run,
Okay.
Barry, run.
Run. Jill, if Claire tries to contact you, please let her know I'm okay. Chris Redfield, August 29th.
Jill.
This does not sound like Chris.
Chris doesn't fuck hot babes. Chris can read.
No, if Edgar Wright and Megan Frost ever team up for another movie, I actually think a decades later Fall Up to Space could be interesting.
Oh, interesting.
See where
Yes,
those
I'm
characters
sure.
are.
I'm
20
sure that
years
will
later.
make like $1 at the box office.
Yeah.
Hey, I care about that.
Oh,
Robert and I would see that.
you'd have to say it like 7,000 times.
I've only seen
Well,
Space.
it's not like it would cost $300 million.
Have you
I've
seen
only watched
modern like,
there's-
movie budgets?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
not.
they put that on Spaced.
It would probably be like a streaming thing.
No, Edgar Wright's one of our like biggest directors who still makes movies on pretty modest budgets.
Yeah, because he doesn't make Marvel movies. He doesn't make big
Sure. He almost did.
blockbusters. Yeah. And it would have been better if he did it.
This is true.
No, I've only watched Space Through once, but
Me too.
that's a good show.
Cool.
No, I also watched Scrooged for the first time recently.
Oh.
The Bill Murray Christmas Carol. It's okay.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah, it's not like, I don't think it's my favorite version of that story, but it's good. Bill Murray's very funny in it.
Generally speaking, if you don't like Christmas Carol, that might be your favorite version. But I also know people who don't like Christmas Carol who don't like that movie either. So yeah, it's pretty hit or miss for people.
Yeah, I tend to like A Christmas Carol, but
I do too.
I don't know. I guess I'd say the Muppet version is my favorite.
It's great. It's really good. And I have not seen Scrooged yet. I need, that's another one I need to finally get to. That one's weirdly though, like, love it or hate it. A lot of people love Scrooged, a lot of people hate it. So
that's what I've heard. Yeah, I'm
you're
kind
like,
of
"Yeah,
in
it's
the
okay."
middle. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. I can see why it's like that. I thought it was cool that they leaned more into the horror aspects of that story in
That's
certain
fun.
parts. With like the design of the Ghost of Christmas Future is very like creepy, and like some of the visual effects are really like well done. And I mean it's Richard Donner directing it too, so you know, on a technical side, it's well made.
So what you're saying is it's the Memoirs of an Invisible Man of Bill Murray movies.
I guess so. Yeah, I know
I have
nothing
no
about
idea
that.
why I went to
Yeah, I know nothing about Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
well, it's a love it or hate it Chevy Chase vehicle
Directed by John Carpenter, right?
directed by John Carpenter that had at least apparently good special effects.
Okay, yeah, I'm curious about watching that, just because that's an oddity within Carpenter's career, and Chase's career, I guess.
Yeah, and oh my god, it's also okay. I don't know the background on Scrooge, but I also know that's in kind of the start of Bill Murray's like not wanting to do comedies phase. So I'm guessing that's a situation where he. This is all speculation. This may not be true, but I would assume that he probably wanted to make a more serious movie, maybe darker, like you were saying. And the studio was like, "No, you're Bill Murray, or you're making a comedy."
It was interesting because afterwards I watched the Siskel and Ebert review, and Ebert was kind of, I think he picked up on more that it seemed like Bill Murray didn't want to be there, which I didn't really pick up on when I watched it. So I guess I can kind of see that. But that was '88, so that's like a year before.
That's around Ghostbusters 2.
That's before Ghostbusters 2, which is another movie everyone's like, oh, you can tell Bill Murray doesn't want to be there. And I'm like, yeah, but that fits his character.
That's true. No, I just but damn, I pulled that comparison out of my ass, and I'm kind of proud of it. Because
there you go.
In Memoirs of an Invisible Man, Chevy Chase was wanting to make a more serious movie, but the studio was like, "No, we're making a comedy. That's why we hired you." So, but the difference is Chevy Chase was probably a real asshole about it, and Bill Murray probably wasn't. So
yeah, I don't know,
this
because
is all speculation.
I think Bill Murray can be an asshole on set, from what I've heard. I don't know.
Not to the Chevy Chase.
Not to well, and they butt heads in person. Like they fought. They got into a fist fight on the SNL set one time. In
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it was one of the seasons with Bill Murray in like the main cast, and Chevy was hosting one night.
He jumps in season 2, I think.
Yeah, and so that's after the season, because Chevy Chase was a cast member of SNL, but only for the first season, and he jumped off because he was like, "Oh, this show's not gonna go anywhere," and he was wrong about that.
Got
but
a good career though.
yeah, but then he came back in one of the subsequent seasons to host one episode, and I forget what it was even about, but they got into a fist fight like right before they went live.
Damn.
I think you can see when Chevy walks out that he's like a little disheveled.
That's really funny.
Yeah,
That can be the sequel to Saturday Night. Just make a
Yeah.
movie about that episode.
about that one time. I think they fought in John Belushi's dressing room, if I remember correctly, of all places.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, and then Bill Murray, I mean, famously, and now this is in the 90s, but when you get Groundhog Day, Ramis was pushing for that to be a comedy, and Murray wanted it to be something more serious and philosophical, and that the production of that movie causes their decades-long rift, but weirdly, the result was, in my opinion, kind of the best of both worlds. I think both of their
for
visions.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch that. I've only seen that once, and
it's good.
I remember liking it.
Yeah, I think what both of them wanted the movie to be kind of makes its way in there, and I think the final cut's surprisingly good.
Well, I mean, as you were saying that, I was thinking you can do both. You can have a comedy that's actually about philosophical, and it's not just trying to make you laugh.
No, you need to watch The Good Place.
Oh, I've heard great things about that show.
That show fucking rocks. But that is very much like a sitcom, but it's about philosophy.
The trolley problem, I think, comes up.
You also have Garfield in the middle of that.
Yeah, which got tricked into.
Oh yeah. So I guess that's an example of him wanting to work with a more serious filmmaker, because he thought it was the Coen Brothers.
It's like,
which I
no,
will never understand. Why would the Coen Brothers be making a Garfield movie?
It could have been
I
brilliant.
want to see that though. A Coen Brothers Garfield movie would be amazing. Kabams. Ah! Don't shoot the dog. You monster.
That dog is a
Now
monster.
we've become monsters.
No. He just wanted a treat.
Yeah.
I can't take all this mindless violence.
So, what I know for sure, according to Noah, is that I need to watch Lethal Weapon and Scrooge before Christmas, and these are both of equal quality.
Well,
My main takeaway.
what's funny is they're both Christmas movies and they're both Richard Donner movies.
Yeah. There you go.
That's something I didn't think about until today when I was watching Scrooge. I was like, oh yeah, I just watched Lethal Weapon as well. And I think some of the same like character actors playing background roles are in it too. There are some faces I recognized.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing Christmassy so far.
Yeah.
I also want to rewatch Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
I still haven't. That's a big one I still haven't seen.
Because I remember
You're
really
watching all
liking
the
that.
movies I haven't seen.
You gotta watch more of these movies, man.
I do.
Because I remember really liking that movie, and that is a Christmas movie.
Trading Places?
Yeah,
Okay.
that takes place during Christmas.
Okay.
I can't actually.
Oh,
It
that's
might
the list.
also. Maybe it's also during New Year's. I can't remember exactly, but it's sometime December, wintertime. I think it counts.
You're not.
Noah
you're not
thinks
an
Christmas
elitist.
and New Year's are the same thing.
They basically are.
It's a week. New Year's is a week after Christmas.
They're different.
Okay,
Mm,
but John,
they?
people wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
They
true.
don't just say Happy Christmas, Merry, or ugh.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Merry New Year.
Yeah, they don't just
There
combine
you
them.
go.
They say them separate.
Yeah, but they say them together.
No, they.
It's the same sentiment.
Liar.
Hello?
Well, it's also time to rewatch Ghostbusters 2, because that's a New Year's movie.
Yeah, but why
It's
would
true,
I
that
watch
is
a
New
bad
Year's.
movie?
Sherry, are you here?
It's not a bad movie, though. It's peak.
I wouldn't say
Come on, Robert. Take my side.
Nah, you need Austin's help for this one.
Yeah, if only Austin were here.
Oh boy, is this your turn?
It's your turn.
No, shit. Regarding the incident in question, I'm glad to report that it has all been taken care of. On February 19th, test subject 628 escaped from the lab and broke into our facility. 628 was originally from this facility's candidate pool and apparently returned in the hope of seeking help. 628 was quickly detained by our staff. As 628 was undergoing one of the lab's clinical trials, there was the distinct possibility that he had brought the virus with him. Shit. So we disposed of all our test subject candidates as a precaution. Their speedy disposal was conducted by our security team, to whom I'd like to extend my thanks. Aw.
Oh.
As for our neighbors from the north, we told them that due to the building's dilapidated state, we have temporarily moved all of the children to a different orphanage for the safety. As to the future of this facility, when it has been fully decontaminated, I plan to resume securing more test candidates.
Epic.
Insert evil laugh here.
Oh, so where do you guys... Because this was something I was debating Austin a few days ago. Lethal Weapon or Die Hard?
Die Hard.
I can't contribute.
Yeah, I was mostly asking John.
You said you
Austin
guys.
Yeah.
Austin is just wrong. Die Hard is way better.
Die Hard is better, and I love both, but Die Hard is more fun. I can quote it more.
Come
And
to
yeah,
LA,
it's just-
have a few drinks. It'll be fun.
Get together, have a few laughs. Whoa, it's this guy.
What?
Took too long.
What happened?
This is not what I was expecting from the sequel to The Holdovers. Oh, Jesus.
I was.
Oh, he got John hurted.
Not again.
Christ.
No need for blasphemy.
That's for blasphemy.
So you've said the only sequel you've seen is Lethal Weapon 2, right?
Yeah, I've only seen through 2.
Is that also a Christmas movie?
No, it's just the first, I think.
Okay.
They don't do the Die Hard thing where the second one's also
Yeah.
Christmas and then they give up.
That's where I think, okay, Die Hard 2 should have been New Year's.
Yeah,
That's where they fucked up.
they should have done a
Should have
different
just been a
holiday.
good movie.
That
It's
too.
not a bad movie.
Yeah, I
Not
forgot.
bad.
Noah's like the world's biggest Die Hard 2.
Robert, have you seen Die Hard 2?
Yeah. It's better than Ghostbusters 2, I'll give it that.
Oh,
I don't even like that Ghostbusters 2 all that much. I don't agree. Die Hard 2 is just
See,
so
that's-
boring.
that's where I draw the line. I'm a Die Hard. I'm not that much of a Die Hard 2 defender. I just think it's okay. I don't think it's terrible.
Sherry, come on.
So boring.
Okay.
You know,
It's
it's
the climax is pretty fun. I like
It's
the
just-
fight on the plane.
yeah. It's got some fun moments. Like the oh no,
They killed big guy. Oh, what
You
do you do
bastards.
to him? Oh, is he getting reborn? Or, oh, look at his sad eyes. Oh, I feel so bad.
he's a titan from
Daddy?
Arkham.
Wait, is that a reveal? Or do we already know this?
Do we know
I
this?
think that is a reveal.
This was critical, need to know information, Sherry.
Claire, you have to get up. He's going to get
You
us.
stupid kid.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up!
Wake up!
Open your eyes. Makeup.
Not infected. Stacy, wake up!
That's not how it goes.
Stacy.
Oh.
It's Chrissy.
Where's Sherry?
Oh, okay.
Noah
haven't
hasn't
even
even
seen-
seen the show, and
I
he
haven't
knows
even
that.
seen the show.
I was blanking hard on the name.
How do you mix up Chrissy and Stacy?
I just did not remember what the name was. I knew there was an E at the end.
I'm
I
Claire.
don't like this.
Whoa,
There's not.
Sherry got an E sound.
Where is she?
So I only know the name of that character because John kept sending me like memes of that scene.
Yeah, Robert and I talked about that when we were doing season 3. Is like season 4 kind of felt like a return to form in just terms of it was everywhere again.
Where are you going?
Yes, it was
I don't
pretty
have
big
time
deal.
for 20
It was coming
questions.
up.
Everything's under control. I need to
I
find
believe her.
Sherry. My daughter is not your concern.
What? Well, we're getting all the parent reveals.